Yeah.
Larry Gaga on that one. See, I feel like Igbo is another language that I'm going to want to learn, but I feel like it's hard.
No, it's not hard.
So which language is hard? Because everybody says Hausa is easy. Maybe Yoruba is hard.
Yoruba is hard.
Okay.
But Igbo is not hard.
It's not?
No.
Okay, maybe. So my Igbo people in the building that want me to learn, maybe you can, your son,
I'm saying this because I actually served in Anambra State. And
Did you learn?
Yeah.
What did you learn? Say something. Say something.
Okay,
Welcome us.
Okay, you want to say that you want to buy something. So you would say egone or egole. It now depends on the dialect. So it depends on where you're from. So you can say, so both are correct, egole or egone. So you are on a bus, you want to stop, you want to alight. You will say, po, eba. I want to stop right here. And then there was one church, there was one Catholic church around where I was living. Every time the Reverend Father will be asking them questions. Okia, we'll be saying Okia every time. So I'm like, this Okia, what was it? You know, so I learned some. Yeah.
So what does Okia mean?
And it was not even like all right or something or let's
so that Okia, what does it mean?
Like all right, like let's go something. Yeah.
So Okia, the morning tradition is what we uphold every Tuesday on the show, and as usual, we have an amazing show planned for you all, laced with an array of fantastic music.
Yes, with Monday out of the way, Tuesday will sure be a walk in the park, and we are here to be a part of it because it is positive vibes all the way to 2 p.m. Guys,
right,
let's do this.
And on that note, we welcome you to the show. You know, the show is always incomplete without you. So feel free to join the conversation on our socials at TVC Connect using the hashtag #ESplashOnTVC. You already know how we do this. My name is Catherine, but you all know me as Lady Cat, her royal hotness. Or like you like to call me, Kate Cat.
Okay.
Or Kate.
Or Kate.
Is it Kate?
No, Kate. Why are you being naughty today?
I wonder.
I think I came on it. Let me disturb people in this studio type of vibe. But I'll behave myself, okay? All right, guys. It is your girl Dala, a.k.a. the goddess of skills. Some of you just call me the goddess. Or Dala la 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 la.
All right, it's your homegirl right here today. Yeah. It is Honey's Money.
Hey.
I mean, I have to begin with that because I love money. It is Tuesday and it is still early in the week.
Yes,
it is Honey Rubber.
Yay.
It is Honey Pots. All right, let's leave it like that. It's okay. It's okay. Let's move on.
So when
Dala, let's leave her. Let's leave her. Let's just pardon her.
all right, no, since that's the energy, please.
Let me not
what's
talk
happening
too
today?
much.
Okay, so the thing is that, okay, let's talk about what we have planned out today. We will start off with the entertainment news. Check out today's celebrants and celebrity birthdays. And of course, rewind.
Yes, we will also be checking out Where Are They Now, while I will be in charge of bringing us today's dose of social media craziness on Socialville.
On the other half of the show, we will be chewing it off and also checking out the news recap, after which we will be joined by our guest for today.
All right, we'll also be telling you all about the movies and TV shows we recently watched or currently watching. And finally, wrap it all up with movies of the movies. So, shall we, my darling, shall we start the show already?
Yes,
let's do this. This is our mood forever because we just love to entertain you right here on A Splash. And now let's get right into the entertainment news. Lady shows up claiming to be child of DMX. The battle for the estate of late rapper L. Simmons, popularly known as DMX, is looming as a lady has come forward claiming to be the child of the late hip-hop star, increasing the alleged children he fathered to 15. According to reports, a lady named Reverend Bomber Simmons contacted DMX other children, claiming to be his child as well. She, along with the other 14 children, will now be DNA tested to confirm their paternity. Just so you know, a judge has already appointed DMX's 3 sons, Xavier, Tacoma, and Sean Simmons, which are the sons he shared with ex-wife Tashera Simmons, as the temporary administrators of his estate, a move that clearly doesn't sit well with the other parties involved. Now, commenting on the development, Herbert Nass, the trust and estate attorney for Xavier, Tacoma and Sean Simmons said, the next big thing is determine who are the rightful heirs. The estate is going to ask everyone to prove paternity through DNA testing. All the legal children of DMX will be entitled to an equal share of his estate. Despite selling more than 74 million albums and building a successful career in both music and movies, DMX left behind an estate estimated to be in debt, and his lack of not leaving a will had further complicated setting up the estate. If you would recall, DMX died in April actually, after suffering from a cocaine-induced heart attack that caused a lack of blood circulation to his brain.
All right, this is actually this is so messy. This is like a Nollywood movie where the father now died and the children are fighting for his property. Then the father did not leave will. Then somebody is going to collect the money. Like, I wish he had done a better job knowing how many children he had. More might still come out at this rate because it's just a lot of craziness. Now, the fact that they all have to get DNA tested to find out if he's actually the father, I think that's the first step towards getting all of this sorted out. Because, see, sometimes I'm like, and the estate is not even in debt. So I'm like, are you 15 of you going to share the debt? It's craziness.
So it is even because, you know, when I saw it and I'm like, okay, so he left some things. But when I now saw that the estate is in debt, I went, what? And then, you know, because I know that in this climb, well, maybe they just want to come out to know that, okay, to just show that this is my father. Because in this part of the world, it is the money that will make people surface from everywhere and say that because we want to be a part of this cake.
True.
You know, but this one that's there in debt. And I want to believe that he has some works that he gets royalties from too, you know, because from movies, from, you know, rapping, from music and all that, I would have thought. And then again, you know, I really, really love DMX, but this one of, you know, because people have vices, and then this one of, oh, this is weakness, you know, having children with different, I mean, like,
you know, I really can't wait for the DNA test to be done, because we need to get over this. This has been dragging for so long, and now there are like 16 people claiming to be the 15th alleged heir. So if 16 people is one person, who is the person? So at the end of the day, it's just crazy, it's just messy, and I just hope all of this is sorted out soon, because obviously everybody just wants to identify as DMX child. So that is the goal. Obviously, because there's debt. What do you want to get?
So you just want to say, yo, so I am something Simmons.
Exactly, because they open doors for you. Oh, don't you know I'm the lady?
Yes, that's
really?
bragging rights. That's not also that thing. It could be bragging rights. Like, it's like Michael Jackson's children. We don't exactly know what they're doing, but at the end of the day, they just come out and say, oh, it's Paris and blankets. Oh, what's that? I still think his child named Blankets is very weird.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, moving on to the next story. Assistant director who handed cold gun to Alec Baldwin fired before. There seems to be another development in the accidental shooting death of Helena Hutchins by Alec Baldwin, as Dave Halls, the assistant director who reportedly gave the prop gun that did the killing, has had other issues since 2019, when it was discovered that he was fired from a previous production gig over another firearm incident. According to sources, Dave Halls was fired as an assistant director on the set of Freedom Park in 2019 when a gun unexpectedly discharged, injuring a sound crew member due to Dave's gun safety violations. Reports state that while on set, Dave had shouted that the weapon was a cold gun, meaning it was safe to use, before giving it to Baldwin. Attention has now been focused on Dave and Amara Hannah Gutierrez Reed in the wake of the tragedy on the set near Santa Fe, New Mexico. It was reported that crew members had used that same weapon for live ammunition target practice just hours before Hutchins was killed. The developments came as a narrative of the tragedy emerged from an affidavit submitted by the Santa Fe sheriffs as they sought a search warrant. The document explains how Baldwin was practicing drawing his gun from his holster and pointing it at the camera when the accident happened. No one has since been charged and no arrests have been made so far. Okay, so the crazy thing with this one is this is telling people now that if you want to employ someone, you need to find out what they've done before and call their references to know what has happened. Because according to this guy's story, now that this has happened, people that know him have come out to say this has happened before on another set, and he got fired for it. And now it happened again, and this time around, it took a life. The first time, the person was just injured. It was a minor injury, but this one took a life, and someone else sustained injury. So I think people need to learn to do their job well. And the fact that people are now saying that the crew members used the gun to practice target shooting before they had the normal shoot, like, that is really crazy, because himself and the armorer are the ones that people are looking at now. And as the armorer, the job of the armorer is to make sure that all the props, all the guns, the weapons, everything is safe and it's good to use. And then the assistant director is supposed to double check to make sure it's okay. So obviously, they neglected gun safety rules, and they violated many rules, and a life was lost.
Okay, so what I will say about this is that, number one...
It's what you always say. I can hear it already.
There's nothing else you will say.
People need to do their job. Sorry.
Over to you.
Yes, so I might sound like a broken record right now, but I insist, and I say it all the time, and I am reiterating that people should do their damn job. Let them do what they're meant to do. If it is cleaning, be sure that your jurisdiction is cleaned, it is tidy, it is like, just do your thing. This is lack of, and then, you know, in other climes we have referrals, like when you get another job, there are referrals from, you know, maybe the companies that you've worked before. So when they say that somebody has been fired before, and then you did not look into this properly, and you employ that same person on your set to do what?
The same job.
To do the same job. And I just love the fact that, you know, they are moving on with this, and they already, you know, sworn affidavit. Yes. And I just love that part about it, because this man was, I mean, how in your life, somebody that has never, he did not want to kill someone, and then you are killed. And I was just praying for the second person not to die, because what? This is, I don't know, it's just sad.
Very sad.
See, sad is even an understatement at this point in time, because imagine the person who did the accidental shooting. Imagine how he feels knowing he has killed somebody because somebody gave him a gun and said, oh, it's a cold gun, you can actually use it. And then it's just all sorts of craziness, and I think there's just been a lot of craziness going on this entire October. But then it's just craziness, because at the end of the day, even the people that went to go and do live shooting, what's the problem? I even want to even find out. Because now, me, a conspiracy theory, I'll say this. It might be a thing where even this guy that was the one that handed him the gun,
it was
you know, people are very odd. So he might even have a fetish for seeing somebody kill another person, and he might have gone to be doing this thing on set. There are also people like serial killers that want to become famous. So what do? They go and kill a famous person so that their name is always linked to the person. Like, I think, was it not Versace, but then there was somebody like a designer that somebody killed,
because,
like that,
you know,
because he wanted to be...
Afterwards, I went to Google the directors, you know, and I saw that, when I saw it already, and I looked at death.
Yeah.
You know, they would always put death on Wikipedia. And it was like, killed by...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is finished.
Crazy.
Like, this is where your name will be forever.
Forever.
In history.
I want to see the end of this. I want to actually see the end of this and see how this pans out. And the fact that they even know who gave him the gun. Sometimes in Nigeria, we don't even keep records of these things.
True,
we just say, oh,
true.
I can't remember. As I was running, they just...
Someone just gave me.
So it's good that they even know the person to actually...
It could have been planned.
So I feel like some arrest is going to be made sometime soon. That happens.
Yeah.
Let's not be careless. Thank you very much.
Wow. All right, so that's all we can take on entertainment news. Now let's go to something very interesting. It's time for Celebrity Birthday Shout Out. In alphabetical order, today's celebrants are the following people. Number one on our list is our dear Amanda Afolabi, who is 26 today. She is an Arjun TV red carpet and event host. She is also a model, actor, and an entrepreneur, and of course, part of us right here on is Flash.
Hey, Mandy.
Happy birthday to her.
I wish she was
Very
here
bubbly.
today, but she's
Yeah.
actually going to be on the show tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Amanda is actually a very sweet girl. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's the first word that comes to my head, a genuinely sweet girl. And I'm happy she's celebrating today, and her pictures are fire, by the way. Who has seen
Yes,
them?
they
I
are.
saw
I was like,
I saw one.
Amanda,
Yeah.
is this you? Hello. You did not give us this memo, but absolutely love that. Happy birthday to
Happy
you,
birthday
Mama.
to
birthday
Amanda.
to
One thing I
Amanda.
like about Amanda is she comes in the morning and then she lights up everywhere. She's like, good morning, good morning. She's just so cute like that. She's such a doll, and I want this to be shown to her. You're a doll, baby.
And then she has this very pretty smile. Like Amanda just comes and like, oh, sorry, did I do it? Did I do it? Like she is so sweet, like you said. Happy birthday to her.
All right, so moving on. Keith Urban is 54 today. He is an Australian-American singer, musician, guitarist, and songwriter known for his work in country music. He is also known as a coach on the Australian version of the singing competition The Voice 2021 and as a judge on American Idol.
Yep, I absolutely love him. I love his voice. He has that whole country vibe. Like,
yeah.
yeah. Like, you know, that's surprising when you see somebody and then you don't expect the voice that comes out when he's
Yeah.
singing. That's Keith Urban.
Love,
for you.
love,
Happy birthday.
love.
Nice.
Happy birthday. Osas Ighodaro is a year older today. She's an Nigerian-American actress, producer, TV host who won the Miss Black USA pageant in 2010. She has featured in several movies, which include Bomo Express, King of Boys, Merry Men, The Real Yoruba Demon, New Money, Your Excellency, Bling Lagosian, Rattlesnake, The Ahana Story TV series, and even theater plays.
Yep, I absolutely love Osas. Osas is another person that I'll say is very sweet. Every time you see her during interviews on the carpet, she's just very polite. She's just very nice.
And she has a banging body.
That was
And
one
her
of them.
fashion sense.
And the way she said,
As
like
in, and her
this.
fashion sense too.
How can somebody be like complete like that with... Okay.
What's that
And
she
then-
loves doing?
And then she always wears what would encapsulate her body. Because the thing,
Okay, now they say encapsulate, they say accentuate you. All right, let's move on, people. Rita Wilson is 65 today. She is an American actress, singer, songwriter, and producer. Film appearances include Jingle All the Way, The Story of Us, Runaway Bride, and Larry Crown. And she appeared in the television series The Good Wife and Girls in March 2019. She received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
All right, happy
birthday.
birthday to
Yeah.
her. Hollywood Walk of Fame, that's actually very big. Like,
That's big.
that's
That's big
for
when you
you
have a
to
star.
get that, it means that Hollywood has said, you know what, this
Recognize
person
you.
has put in
Yeah.
the work, and then they deserve this. So.
That's right. That's
Happy
right.
birthday to her.
Yes, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating. Happy birthday to Blessing. I'm trying to remember her surname. Awe Shegun. Yes, that is her surname. She is the head of supervisor of the makeup department. What? Why was I trying to remember that? But yes, happy birthday, Blessing. She's wearing blue today too, and it's bling bling all the way.
Bling,
We
bling,
wish
bling.
you a very happy birthday. It is such a beautiful time to be alive.
Very
You are
true.
unique. You're special. And if you're going through any trying times right now, we tell you what, this too shall pass. Just be happy. Okay? All right. Happy birthday.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, it is time for today's history lesson. Let's take a quick look at Rewind.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1984, The Terminator, directed by James Cameron, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, is released in the U.S. And on this day in 2015, Spectre, 24th James Bond film, directed by Sam Mendes and starring Daniel Craig, premieres in London.
One more thing for me. What do you have in mind?
And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
I see how she's giving us
I love.
The other
we're talking about this, we're talking about this song. Okay, I think it was with Amanda. So we're actually dissecting what she was saying in the song. And we're just... So we're talking about, because, you know, proud to now, I think OJ and I, we're talking about like this one that Adele is not very happy. And you know that people love her for the sad and heartbreaking song. And we're like, are we going to like this new album? Are we going to... But with this, she was still talking about her relationship with her ex and how she was still a child, she was still growing, and now they have unraveled some stuff and all of these things. So I'm still saying that, well, we still love the Adele that we got, right?
We do. And then the song Easy on Me actually broke different records within 24 hours of dropping. Like we talked about it on the show, and that's the song there. Easy on Me, very easy.
And have you seen the new Adele?
Hey! This is my own problem with Adele. You said, take it easy on me.
But you're not taking it
easy on us. Adele's glow up recently, like, see, if you think it's not possible, it's possible. Her picture should be under that sentence.
But guess what?
Very true.
So she has been telling some people that she did certain exercises, and I know somebody now said, it's too hard for me, I can't. And I'm wondering, I hope that Adele is not like our Nigerian people who are not really exercising. They have done some surgeries in some places.
I don't know.
Then... Because this transformation,
it's sure. And then Adele even came out to say that she's not really happy that people are not supporting the fact that she has transformed, but she did it for herself, not for anybody. And she is not stopping. So now she's telling us to take it easy.
People not supporting, it's just that thing where people are used to seeing you in
That's
a
right.
way. So when you change, it takes time to adjust. Because same thing, everyone I had hair, when I go, you can't haircut. And everybody, don't grow your hair back. I'm like, what do people want?
They'll come to like it. I really like it.
They will love it. I love it already. All right, guys, up next is Where Are They Now? Take a look to find out which actor we're talking about today.
You followed me home today because you knew I was going to spend some money on you. If I didn't have the money, would you have followed me?
Hanks Anuku is a Nigerian-Ghanaian actor who was introduced to Nollywood by Regina Askia in 2001, where he acted in the film titled The Skeleton, a movie that gave him an advantage in Nollywood. The actor is famous for his baritone voice, which comes with a twisted American accent.
Well, I'm thinking of spending the rest of my life with Mercy.
The movie star has featured in more than 150 Nollywood films, which includes The Face of a Murderer, Broad Daylight, Men on Hard Way.
Nelly, listen to me. It's not where you... Nelly, listen to me. What's going on, man?
Senator, Rambo, The Fall of the Great Jago, among others. In August 2015, Hanks was involved in a bike accident in Accra, Ghana, and word on the street was that the actor had died, but he debunked the rumors, saying he was still very much alive. In 2017, he naturalized as a Ghanaian citizen and relocated to Ghana with his family after changing his name from Hanks Anunku to Nana Kwame Fifikakra Anunku. Although it is not certain if this was done legally.
Is that true?
His last known movie before his long break was Justice Must Be Done in 2018, after which he completely left the Nollywood scene. He, however, acted in some Ghanaian movies for a while before his Nollywood comeback in the 2020 movies The Lighter and Okosisi.
All you have to do is apply wisdom to the game.
Now you know where they are now.
Mr. Loverboy Rotimi with I Do, and this is just giving me vibes of when him and like Vanessa gonna be saying I do.
I love it.
Okay. Baba don't sing wedding songs.
You understand? It's gonna be okay. Yeah. All right, guys. It is time for a Socialville. Time to check out all the craziness, humor, and savagery happening on a social media. And this month has been absolute craziness. So let's see what we have on today's Socialville. All right. First off, it says, God, I beg, and this person is crying. So let's find out why this person is crying. It says, your village people confirming your seat number. So apparently this individual is inside her aeroplane, and on the wing of the plane now, we just see one bed, just perch you. Look and say, okay, you're there on the flight, no problem.
Sent by his village people.
Yes.
So I think that I know where this thing actually stems from. So it started with the conversation of why Nigerians don't even tell people that they are traveling. And you're like, what's the big deal? Why don't you want to tell me that you are traveling? But the thing is that when you tell them that you are traveling, you're already confirming your seat number.
They're not going to destroy your trip for you.
Yeah.
Wahala.
Chai. All right, so this one here says, I vomited 2 times today in the presence of my mom, and she has been looking at me somehow. Should I remind her that I'm not pregnant, that I'm a guy?
So I have an experience. I have an experience. So when I am on my period, like I really have cramps, like it is not even the normal one that you see. So I'll be throwing up, I'll be going to the toilet, you know, at the same time like diarrhea. So there was this day I just ran out, but I was stained, and my grandmother was talking to my mom, and my mom was already used to it. And my grandmother was doing like this. So I was not supposed to hear. But my mom just said, can't you see that she is sick? Like, don't give me that. Leave me alone.
No, some people just automatically assume that you are pregnant. The second you just start throwing up, it's just crazy.
And you know what's annoying? There are some places or some things that can just get you irritated, that you throw up because of that irritation. But people don't want to know.
Wahala.
Once you faint or you vomit, you're pregnant.
That's it. All right, sometimes the fainting is sakpa, or sometimes it's sakpa that make you faint.
Not be belle,
when food never there, if you just pass out.
I just don't want to elongate this thing because you see, I was coming from Ibadan back to Ife like some years ago, and I had eaten something at an eatery, so it just affected me, and I was throwing. So you see all those people in there. They were,
she don't collect.
Congratulations, so on it, collect.
All
right, so they say that owning a Camry or Corolla in this country is a risky thing. Small thing like this, somebody is knocking on your window or trying to open your car door because they think you are the Uber or Bolt driver.
I agree.
Okay, I really agree.
You better somebody's car.
But it has not happened. Yeah, so. Especially with the fact that it might not even be Camry, might not even be Corolla. Like, cars are just parked. Or when other people have ordered or requested for Uber, and maybe you're at an event and you go and open and the person is the wrong one. So now they now ask you, are you Miss Olayemi?
You know, say no. But let's be very careful so that we don't go and enter inside
the wrong kidnapper.
Before you start saying your trip is cancelled and you're inside the car saying, where am I going?
And it's not only Camry and Corolla they use for both.
No, of course
I don't enter Jeep before.
No, because these are
common.
the
common.
All right, so they say that 3 new shops in my area, and they are all selling provisions. Is there mad money inside biscuits and sweet? Make I invest, I beg.
Beg you, make everybody rest.
Well, most of these things happen when there are many schools around. So when the kids are going to school, everybody, I want to buy sweets, I want to buy biscuits.
And maybe residential areas as well, because sometimes you just need to quickly go and buy one soap, buy one. Okay.
But look at location first.
Money?
No, I don't think there is really money because if you look at the profits on some of these things, it's not really worth it at the end of the day. But people just do it to just keep body and soul going.
Okay. All right. This uncle looks very bothered, so let's see what his problem is. He say, now small thing, they vex, charge and bail lawyers. So apparently, the lawyer is in court, and then the next thing he says, my lord, you are now annoying me. I said my client is innocent.
Wow.
This reminds me of Mr. Lasisi. What's that?
Lasisi is here again.
So he has this character where he plays like a... This is the type of thing he can say. My lord, you are now annoying me.
And I know
my client.
These judge and bail lawyers, when you see their trousers, you don't want to annoy them because they can...
The trousers,
at least this one you don't wear wig.
The trouser, the shoe, and when they now choose to wear wig, the wig now
that's why I said at least this one did not wear wig.
No, you don't even want to be to the... You don't want to go to the court. I have been there before, and I not just like the experience. And it's nice. I don't know why.
Welcome to Lagos.
It's a court,
Order.
All
right, so this person is a passenger on the bus. So let's see what the problem is. They say, drivers say, make a help and match brake. Make it go beat person. This Lagos tire me.
But you say,
so wait, I don't understand. Wait, this driver, you are passenger. Driver want to go and fight.
Yeah.
But brake is not cashing.
Yeah.
So they now say, so you now put leg.
Yeah, as you don't want to die. Because the moment you leave that brake.
Do you know that this country is a full cruise? Vibes and inshallah.
Before.
We are operating. Because what's this? And see how clean the driver's mask is. You know you have never used it.
Never. In case he gets arrested.
Do you see how this is the cleanest thing in the whole bus?
Yeah.
So that when you want to give him trouble, he brings it out.
I just come out.
No problem, sir.
How you even notice it?
What was I saying?
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I'm not here.
I'm not here.
They say I
so-
should read it, so it's not, I'm not around. What makes you think I'm Igbo?
When you have
And this is the big
mustache as a
mustache.
woman.
Was it only Igbo women?
No,
that
so
have-
I have an auntie that has that.
Honey pot. You will go to her house after the issue.
No, but I
Does
don't
she
think
watch the issue?
I don't know, but the thing is, I
May
don't
she
think
see the
I don't,
show?
I don't,
I
I don't
see it
think
on
it is
social
something
media.
to hide because this is the situation some people have found themselves.
sir.
And I don't know. I used to think maybe when you're even very fair in complexion because I see that, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, so there was this girl in my NYSC camp. Let me report myself. So she do have this manner of things, but she do have this one under. She do have the one on the neck. She now have the one on the chest. The one on the chest nice to roll. So one day we were bored during
not
camp.
play
So
with
I was why will I play with it? Do I know? I don't know it's drama. So I was not drawing. You know, so I just carried my roll and I said, let me draw. And I drew the girl.
Plus all the hair on the everywhere.
Yeah. But then she was very proud of it, Charles. She
Yeah, but these are things people are going through.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's how they've been created.
True.
Yeah, so
And I
it's
know
chilled.
some girls that shave it themselves. They're like, well, I want
Some
to do
people
it, I
don't
want to
want
wear
to shave.
makeup.
Some people don't even want to
some
shave
shave
it,
because
so-
of makeup because they're like, it will show.
Okay.
But there are some that don't care.
No hurry, don't curve. All right, so this one says, or when nobody says, go hard or go home, go and hustle or you go home. Hello, mommy, where did you put key? Apparently, this young man is not right to hustle, is offended, or maybe I've hustle finished or hustle tire. And Baba decided, you know what, I'm going to go home. Don't stress me. I don't care anybody why you came in.
This is what happens after listening to Adele's Easy on Me. You
Easy
just
on
pack
me,
your things at the
just pack your
office.
bag. Please,
I'm
take
going.
it easy on me. All right, they said that if you not to get money, just make sure, say, your clothes is always clean. Save up for nice perfume. Nobody go no say you not too hold. Make it camouflage.
No, but not even camouflage
Not
as
camo.
such. But the thing is that you have to keep it neat. If it is one white shirt that you have, and be
Very
sure that it is
true.
always very clean. That's my own. You don't have to have so many.
You understand? Because Zuckerberg now, you know, they change too many.
I thought
You
no,
understand?
same
Just
shade.
give you one nice round neck, one
It can
nice
even be a
this
pair
thing,
of jeans that you have. But you know what? The tops that, but not be say you go wear that jeans for 1 year.
One jean, 1 year.
And then you can do different style with the jeans. Some days you roll, some days you fold.
Hey! When you're not tired of it, you can now cut it somewhere and it's not
now
be
do
crazy.
crazy jeans.
Sapa makes you creative.
No, even
It brings out your creativity. All right, this is the last one that we have, and it says, I know they check my account balance again. Anywhere where it decline, I go wash plate. Period. Period. In Angel's voice. Period. So this is enjoyment minister.
for now.
Yeah,
So that
at the
if
moment.
it finishes when you're at like Mama Put,
Yeah.
you just say, I beg, can I start watching plates for you?
Yeah.
Which you will ask, I mean, we start packing the
No,
plates
but
already.
you know, it takes a different type of confidence and faith.
Because
Carry
you
ATM card and go out.
I not check.
And you don't know what's inside, but you just the more run am.
As you cannot kill
Anywhere
yourself.
you
And then
go.
you order.
That's crazy.
Hey.
All right. It is a wrap on Social Ville and on the first hour of the show too. We will be back at 1 for more.
Hey people, welcome back to the second half of the show is Flash. So far we've brought to you the entertainment news, celebrity birthdays, rewind, where are they now, and Socialville, which was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
Right about now, it is time to chew it off. Time for one of us to vent on what's currently bothering her, seeing as we're all ladies.
Okay.
Hey.
It's me today.
Hey, okay.
Okay, so I just quickly want to tell people something. Yes, getting here. Stop telling or asking new words, you know, when they are expecting newlyweds, when they are expecting babies, or asking them any baby-related questions. Whenever they show you a baby, congratulate them and keep it moving, okay? You people are too nosy in this part of the world. You'll be acting as if you want the baby more than the couple, and it's not like you even care. I beg, rest. Waiting. What is the pressure for? I keep saying this. It is not good at all. No, it doesn't look good on anybody. Poke nose in everywhere. Seeing somebody looking, they are changing, Are they pregnant now? Oh, they will soon. Oh, our legs are swollen, Oh, our nose has changed, What is it? I beg, rest.
You know the sad part?
Simple.
The sad part is most of the time when people pressure the couple, they don't even know what they're going through. Some people, different people have different agreements they make before they get married. Some people, before they get married, they say they should wait maybe 1 or 2 years before they have kids, and some want to have. But there are some that even though they want to have kids, they've had miscarriages, they've gone through a lot, and then this constant reminder of when are you having kids is more like you're giving them sad reminders that all the things you've been through. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But it's not them, and it's just something that didn't happen. And people need to understand that these things have made many people get depressed. Many people are falling into depression because of questions like this, because they have tried everything they could, and they just couldn't have kids. I've heard of many people that either had several miscarriages until they were blessed with kids. I've heard of people who did IVF treatments different times before they finally had their children. So people need to understand that if you're going to ask that type of question, it is not in your right, especially when you're not even part of the family. You see a neighbor asking, oh, when your pikin go born? Like what?
Okay, me, I don't want to be triggered because my blood is too hot for this. Listen, how you was said. That's why I've just been keeping quiet, because me now, general, me, I'm a very, don't first tell me what to do because my blood is too hot. Do you understand? So if you near me with such, I won't be nice. I actually will not be nice, because I'll respond with something like, I'm waiting for your husband. Yeah, no, since we, you know that challenge on Instagram that you now hear phone calls and the person is just unbothered. Mia, that's how Mia will answer you. I'm waiting for your husband. And people do this and don't know how painful it is, because you're not in that person's position. Okay, you got married, you had your child whenever you wanted to have. That's okay, that's cool. But then when you now start bringing up, because there are a lot of reasons, like you said, like people don't have children. Do you get? Some people, maybe it's ovarian cysts, maybe you don't know what people are struggling with. So even if somebody gets married and you see the person putting on weight, don't even talk about anybody's weight. Let's even start from there. Do you get? Like, it's not your place to talk about anybody's weight, because, hey, you're getting fat now. Is it baby on the way? Till I tell you. That funny story. So my friend did a prank and posted, like, she pushed out her tummy and she's like, oh, I'm pregnant, something. She posted it on IG. So somebody else now called me and now said, your friend just posted that she's pregnant. Have you congratulated her? I said, she has not told me. Till she, that's how I am. Till she tells me. If she wants to tell me when the child is graduating from college, that's, oh, my child graduated, I'll say, oh, congratulations. So maybe because me, I extra mind my business. That's why I said that it's very annoying for me. And then, like, I think it's a Nigerian factor. I don't know. Is it a Nigerian thing, or... Like,
I think people are just nosy. People are just nosy. They just
knows, like you said.
So people are just nosy. They don't think there is anything bad in it, and I think that sometimes people don't think about stuff until you tell them that this thing you're doing is not even good at all.
No, even when you tell them,
they will still do it. People still do it.
I meant to ask, am I not the in-law? You are the in-law. You inside my room.
I'm the one that took care of you when you were a child. I need to see your baby.
Maybe me, I'm not wife material.
You are.
I said maybe I'm not, because my blood is hot. Hey, you hear me with nonsense. I'm more see. It's from here like this. I'll just be looking at you.
I'm just honesty for you now.
See, I'll just be looking at you like, say, so when are you dropping the child? Me, but I cannot be polite. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. If you cannot mind your business, let's run it on the street.
All right, moving on. It's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news. So I told you, lady shows up claiming to be child of DMX.
And we also told you that assistant director who handed cold gun to Alec Baldwin fired before.
All right, so we are going to be back after this break with our daily top 5.
So much harder to be honest.
Yes.
Righty. Since the pandemic locked everyone indoors last year, people now spend more time binge watching movies. A lot of series have been released since the beginning of the year, but few are very popular that we can't just, talk about, stop talking about. If you are yet to watch them, you are actually missing a lot. Let's talk about 5 popular TV series of the year 2021 so far. This is the Elite 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me.
Righty, Sex Education. British bold and brilliant Sex Education is every teen and adult favorite TV show, thanks to this incredible humor and occasional emotional side story that tags along. Otis Milburn and his friends navigate high school and all the sexual shenanigans that come with it by setting up an underground sex therapy clinic. Since the season 3 was released in January 2021, many still talk about it, stating that it's good, it's gripping, and it's fantastic.
Well, who has seen it?
Seen
It's
it?
the first. I haven't seen it.
No.
I started
So
it.
yeah, high school
But I
movies
know that
aren't really
people have
my
been talking
thing.
about
If
it.
nobody's running after them with knife.
Oh, Gala, why are you so...
Sorry, ma.
I actually started it and I saw the preview, and it seems like an interesting one to watch because it's talking about people in school and a lot of things happen. It's a series that you might want to see if
I
you like high school,
stuff. Yeah,
high
I
school
do.
stuff. So it's one that you'd love to see, trust me. I started it, but there was something I needed to see. That's why I stopped. All right, let's move on to the next one, which I'm sure Dala will be interested in. Number 2, Money Heist Part 5, Volume 1. This was one of the most anticipated series for a while. It was finally released in September this year and became the talk of the town, both here in Nigeria and abroad. The series is about a criminal mastermind who goes by The Professor, who has a plan to pull off the biggest heist in recorded history to print billions of euros in the Royal Mint of Spain. To help him carry out the ambitious plan, he recruits 8 people with certain abilities and who have nothing to lose. Even though some people cried and were heartbroken after watching this Part 5, Volume 1, we can't wait for Volume 2 to be out.
Bella ciao,
Bella ciao, Bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
See,
Aye.
you see this series, yeah? So aside when people are running after people with knife and all that, for people to abuse me, I also like series or movies that make you think about what the person writing it was thinking about. Like, how do you come up with... See, you did not see Money Heist. Me, I'm just trying not to give any spoilers, but it's just the way everything is so planned out. It's like Marvel. You know how they'll connect one universe to another universe?
True.
And you're like, when did they plan it? How? That's how I feel about Money Heist. And I really can't wait for the last part to be out, even if I'm very sad that our girl died. I'm not going to say who the girl is, but our girl died. So.
I totally agree with you, Dala. And the thing with Money Heist is it's one series that leaves you guessing.
Yeah.
And then once you find out your guess was right, you'll be so happy in your mind. You're like, I'm very smart. I'm very smart.
But then they give you another guess.
And it's
Like,
just
yeah.
very
Yeah.
popular, right? It's very,
Very popular.
Like, it's on the lips of everybody. Like,
Very
yeah.
true. And it's always trending, especially on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's always on the trending list.
See, it was even so bad that even when this one wanted to come out, the other one now started trending
Trending again.
People now had to start going back to go and watch to say, oh, what's happening? So that even boosted it up as well.
Yeah, very
and
true.
It's just amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait for them to be out of the bank.
Yeah. And then the new person, is she joining or not?
We don't know. Let's
Okay,
wait.
so I love all those teasers, right? I'm talking about something coming out, and the first one starts the trend again.
Yes.
King of Boys, The Return of the King. 3 years after the release of King of Boys, the highly awaited sequel of one of the highest grossing Nollywood movies of all time eventually came on Netflix in August. But this time as a 7-episode series. Kemi Adetiba did a great job on the publicity even before the release of the series. The series is about a businesswoman, Eniola Salami, who returns to Nigeria after a 5-year exile, eager to mete out punishments to her adversaries.
And you know, the thing with this King of Boys is the first one was very captivating. Everyone wanted to see what was going to happen.
And
then
that one was a movie.
It was a movie. So the next one, we saw teasers and we're like, King of Boys Part 2 is coming out, not knowing that they're going to just bust our head and give us series. Like, like 7 episodes. When it came out, I spoke to a couple of people and I was like, oh, I'm watching. And they're like, oh, waste your time. 7 episodes, who has time? The same people a week later came, that film is mad. I've seen it. Like the teaser was what drew many people's attention, especially when someone died and he supposedly resurrected. And we found new tricks. So.
My sister, all I say is that Kemi Adetiba did a very good job with this one. I mean, with turning it into a series. Although some people felt like it dragged a bit, but I mean, series is meant to drag, to be very honest. I think we were just gingered to want to see what happened, so that was what caused that. But aside that, she did amazing with the plot, she did amazing with the cast, the choice of the characters as well. And the characters too actually did very good. I mean, Reminisce, people did never expect that they would be actors because they're musicians now coming out and doing such a good job.
And then the introductions, the new characters. Love it.
Oh, and our birthday celebrant today, Osasi Godara, was actually in this one.
In this one?
Yeah, that's right. She was casting the news. She was a reporter too. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
All right. Since it's all about you always on this show, the next one is actually coincidentally titled You. And we're talking about You Season 3. This Netflix hit has been on everyone's lips since it first landed on the streaming service thanks to its dark and twisted storyline. Joe is a bookstore owner, but not as innocent as it seems. In fact, he's got a darker personality than you thought. Fighting between falling in love and obsessively stalking someone, Joe struggles to listen to the good angel on his shoulder as he gets up to mischief and, yes, even murder. The Season 3 sees the couple Love and Joe navigate parenthood with their newborn Henry and suburban life while battling their urges to stalk and kill. And this seems like something I'll watch. Like, I actually started it. Okay. I don't know why See, I have a problem with starting, and then when there's something...
I started and I went a long way.
Oh, you went a long way.
Yes, I did.
But you didn't finish?
But I didn't finish it. I think what did not make me finish it, I think I was watching with my sister, and I think it was on my... I don't know, like somebody had just... Where I was watching, somebody had watched more than... so I don't know, I couldn't even... I don't know. Like, I just left it, but I went far.
Yeah, but you when I say you, it's like couple goals. They'll say that's our problem.
They do things together.
I love how they... Okay, no, I'm kidding, because that's kind of retarded. Don't kill anybody for me. It's not that
creepy.
Well, unless I ask you to.
No, that was so creepy.
He actually is very creepy.
Because it's obsession, not even love.
No, like I said, it's actually very creepy. But unless I tell you, I became this person, maybe we can keep pressing, but don't care anybody because of me. Thank you. Hey. So somebody was actually watching it, and I just happened upon some parts, and then started to see that as much as they stalked themselves and killed for each other, do you understand? They are not liking other people. I think that's the theme of this one. Like, they now started liking other people. So this is the problem I have. Joe is now liking one girl, walking somewhere. The girl, his love is now liking one guy, and they are trying to not let each other. So I don't know how this thing is going to end up. But when you came out, it was top 10. I saw on top 10 trending
very
Netflix
true
movie.
Netflix.
So I know that a lot of people were watching it. I'm still going to watch it because I have it downloaded.
I just like the fact that, you know, people are watching it and then they're talking about it. And if you have not seen it, you want to see it.
Yeah.
And you know that thing of just news going around. Yeah, that's it about that.
Yeah, and You is popular. Like, everyone's talking about it.
Very. You already know what's happening.
As in my sister.
Okay, now let's talk about Squid Game. Unless you are a stranger to social media, you have probably missed out on all the talk about this Netflix's latest show, Squid Game. We can actually say this is the most popular series of the later half of 2021, which has taken the television world by storm. The Korean show puts a bunch of people at center stage fighting to win more than $38 million through a round of children's games. It's a matter of survival, power, and ultimately a lot of money. Squid Game is now a game played everywhere, even at weddings.
Very true. Like, I got home yesterday and my niece was like, come, let's play Squid Game. I'm like, what? I didn't understand until my youngest sister was telling me when she went to get her from school, they were playing Squid Game. I'm like, eh? And they're like, oh, it was red light, green light.
No, it was a video of the wedding that I even saw. Where they had a guy, he was even a guy that was now dressed as the girl that would have the laser eye. Yeah. So then he was dressed in the uniform, and then everybody would be dancing, and they'll stop the music. Then everybody now has to pause. Then if you move, you're not happy, then you come out. But Squid Game, As at yesterday, it's still number 1 on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
As at yesterday. And then that means that people every day are finding out about it. And it's not just popular in Nigeria, it's popular literally
everywhere
all over the world. Actually.
everywhere. Like, I'm so happy for the guy that the producer of the movie, because he said he had been trying to get this thing to fly and then nobody was paying attention to him. So now that it's out, like, it's made it, even him popular. Even the number that they even used in the movie, that now turned out to be somebody's number. That person too is now kind of popular.
And has given motivational speakers what to even talk about.
Very true.
How about that?
It's crazy.
Because after waiting for so long and then he finally got what he wanted, he got it in million-fold. And then the thing with Squid Games is it's been breaking records since it dropped. Even Netflix recently said that due to Squid Games, the number of subscribers on Netflix has almost tripled.
Yeah.
And more and more people watch Squid Game all over the world. So it's doing a great number on Netflix and on other platforms where it has surfaced.
Interesting.
That is crazy. All right, that is all we can take on a Daily Top 5. Hope you enjoyed that. It is now time for What Are You Watching after this break.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show. It is now time for What Are You Watching? Time to talk about the movies and TV shows we recently watched. You, our viewers, also have the opportunity to share with us what it is you have watched or are currently watching. And you can do this via our phone lines and also our social media platform at TVC Connect using the hashtag #BeSplashOnTVC. All right, who wants to go first?
Okay, I go first.
Okay.
The movie I watched, Not Easily Broken. Actors in the movie, Taraji P. Henson. You have Kevin Hart. You have Maurice Chestnut. You have Harris Wood. I mean, the list goes on. And the plot of the movie, it's actually about this couple. They seem to have everything together. But somehow they're already weakened. Okay, well, before it actually became weakened, the marriage, it was all rosy and all that until the wife got a real estate job, and she now, in fact, she decided to pursue a career in real estate, not knowing that somehow she was neglecting the need of, the husband. And the already weakened marriage now, went bad the more because she had an accident, and the needy husband now found succor in the therapist that came to help the wife. So this is an adaptation of Not Easily Broken, the book written by T.D. Jakes. Okay, so I mean that's still it's a very inspiring one. It's one that you might want to see because it is so relatable what goes on in the world, like things that you can relate to. And the scene that stuck out for me when Taraji went to, apparently she is the wife of Maurice Chestnut, and they are the couple that I've been talking about. So she went to confront the therapist when she found out that something was happening. And another scene that I can say stood out for me was when the therapist had her own issues and she lost that child who was into a competition and all that, and it was all just clumsy like that. And it was like some people just did not know the truth about it because she was surprised, she was shocked. Yeah, she was hanging with the husband. They were being like companions and all that, but it wasn't as if they were dating. But it was very, very difficult to break or to reason. All right, how would I rate it? I think I would rate it 8 over 10. 8 over 10. Good movie. You might just love to see it.
Nice.
All right, how about you, Lady Cat?
Well, the movie I recently watched is titled There Is Someone Inside Your House.
Okay.
It dropped last month, and it's an adaptation of a book by Stephanie Perkins, a book that she released in 2017.
Okay.
So actors in the film are Sydney Park, we have Asja Cooper, we have Dale Wibley, and we have Sarah DeGlale. The movie plot, so it's about a young teenage girl. It's a horror film. It's about a young teenage girl who had been through a lot in her town, so she decided to move to stay with her grandmother in a countryside. And then a series of murders happening in the school unraveled her past, and she had to face her fear, and it led to a lot of events. Like, people's secrets were coming out, everything was happening. Basically, you guys just need to see the movie. Don't let me spoil it for you. So what made it interesting was the fact that every time the killer killed somebody, and the secret came out, they're like, is this the killer? And then they find out, no, it's not the person. So every time it leaves you guessing, because someone just asks you something and then you get the message and like, well, this person just knew that could be the killer. And you're like, okay, it's not the killer. But the scene that stuck out for me was, different scenes stuck out for me, but the particular one that stuck out for me was when they went back to save their friend, thinking he was in danger because he was trying to help his dad. And when the masked killer opened his face, they were in shock. That scene stuck out for me.
Okay.
The person they're trying to save turned out to be the killer. What would I rate it over 10? I would rate it 8.5 over 10 because it's an interesting watch. Dala, you need to see this film.
What I feel like is the nerd guy wearing glasses that is going to be the killer in this thing.
No, not even that one.
I just have a very weird feeling because it's always them, the least person you expect to now be the... Okay, I'm actually going to see it, chap. All right, so the movie that I saw is called Night Thief.
Okay.
Have you seen it? Yeah, absolutely love it. Actors include Debbie Ryan, Lucy Fry, and Sydney Sweeney. So basically, it's about a boy named Benny who takes a chauffeur job.
Okay.
Of carrying these two girls around to like 5 or 6 different parties that he had to get to during the nights, and that's just his job for the night.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the 2 people that he's carrying, the 2 girls, are actually vampires. And they're actually, the stuff that they're making are to go and kill the different bosses in the different areas in the city so that their own boss can be the overhead boss. So his brother is actually the person that they wanted to book for the ride, but the brother gave him the job that day. Now his brother is a vampire killer. So they thought that he was the brother. So while he was driving them around, they now eventually find out that he's not. Then they now hold him as collateral.
Okay.
Then he's now loving one of the vampires. Then they're now killing people. So you see how excited
So it
Catherine
became
is
a
because
vampire.
so much...
It became a vampire, the brother.
Go and watch it. Don't stress
Okay.
me. Ah.
No response.
What made it interesting for me is a very unorthodox story. It's not the kind of story you expect. Because when I saw Night Thief, I was thinking, vampire, just some this one blood, call it a day. But then it has that high school feel. But it's like my type of high school horror, exactly.
Weird.
The scene that stuck out for me, see, there are just many. I beg, let me know. There were actually so very many. You don't expect the twists and the turns that come out, and then the eventual ending. What would you rate it out of 10? I would rate it a 9. Okay, I would rate it a 9 because it's not your typical vampire movie.
True.
So I'm like, what are these ones going to do?
Twists and turns, right?
Don't go and turn it into a Twilight kind of vibe. But then it was like a happy vampires going to a party, but it was still craziness altogether. So I absolutely love that. Strong 9 over 10.
Yeah.
Yay! So there you have it, guys. When we return, we'll also be picking your calls as well as reading your messages, as you will be sharing with us what movie or TV shows you recently watched, what you liked about your choice, who acted in it, and most importantly, your rating over 10. So guys, get ready.
I want you to get up out of your chairs and yell.
I ain't your mama. I ain't your mama, baby. I ain't your mama. I ain't your mama. We ain't your mamas. We ain't your mamas.
But we can be your mamas on E-Splash, you.
Yes.
You choose the ones. All right, it's now time for us to now get into the messages that you people have been sending us, telling us about the movies that you have been watching. You can be a part of it too, you know how to. So let's get straight to Facebook. Now on Facebook, Motura Yomi Kende Okpadele here says, Undercover is a Korean movie. Very interesting. Watching the film made me feel like I'm watching the story of Nigeria. What really is happening what is really happening in this country. Okay, I'll rate it 9 over 10. We've got Summer Prince. Summer Prince says, watching Stargirl, this is a superhero fiction series. It centers on a 15-year-old girl who finds a magic staff that was previously owned by Starman, a presumed dead superhero who used to work with her stepdad. Having gotten the staff, she proceeds to form a team called the Justice Society of America to combat evil. The movie stars Breck Basinger, Luke Wilson, and well, the list goes on. Thank you so much for sharing this particular one with us. And it says that you were rated 7 over 10. You're looking jiggy. Wow. All right, so today here is us currently watching Old Guard, starring Kiki Lane, Chiwetel Ejiofor, among others. The movie is about a group of mercenaries, all centuries old, immortals, and the ability to heal themselves. They discover someone is onto their secrets, and they must fight to protect their freedom. I'll rate it 9/10. Hashtag Splash on TVC. Happy birthday to Mandy. Benedict Ezegbu says, currently watching The Oval. It's a series, yes. It's a Tyler Perry series.
I've actually seen The Old Guard. It's very good.
Yeah, very
All right,
nice.
so Sixtus Egbo says, I'm currently watching Nowhere to Run action. An escaped convict seeks refuge in a farm, and a family takes him in. He helps the farmer defend his land against the developer who wants to buy it. I rate it 10/10. Good to watch. Hashtag Splash on TVC.
10/10.
10, okay. Emeka Onoha says, I'm seeing Pulp Fiction, a Quentin Tarantino classic. The major lesson is avoid greed and too much excesses. But you did not rate this movie. What is the problem? Favor always says, hashtag movies at the movies, hashtag Splash on TVC. Good afternoon, guys. I recently watched the Squid Game series. Nice movie, but kind of didn't see anything extraordinary in the movie. 6/10.
It's possible.
Are you sure it's not the pirated Squid Game?
No. There are people are different.
Actually.
I know, I'm just saying.
And it might even be the hype for some people. They just hate it when you're hyping something and they're like, okay.
Yeah, it's
Very
possible.
true.
All right. Iroha James Friday. I'm watching Squid Game and I'll rate it 10/10. You need to see this movie. Different strokes.
For different folks. All right, on Facebook, I have Esther Bless Ebb, who says, Legion by the Mount Zion, it's amazing. No rating. Okwayemi Ahova says, good afternoon, beautiful people. I'm currently watching Memories, and I will rate it 8/10. Callistus Parker says, good afternoon, Honeypot, Dala, and Lady Kathy.
Hey.
I'm watching Enemy Lines, an American movie. I'll rate it 7/10. Shout out, happy birthday to Amanda Dara Afolabi from Mr. Kali.
All right, so we've got Happiness here. Happiness Sunday, who says Squid Game. Did you take that before?
No.
Happiness, and Happiness says, I'll rate it 5/10. 5/10. Honorable Adenuga Obafemi JP says, get to the saga. We've got Ani Oluwa. Okay, Ani Oluwa Abiodun. Hitman Agent 47. Action movie. I'll rate it 12/10. They said over 10. So you're making, okay, so you really, really enjoy 12/10. It's okay. All right. Favor Okon here says Beauty and the Beats. All right. I think that's about it. Do you have other
Yes,
ones, right?
of course.
Yes, there's some.
Sharifat Idou Suleiman says, hi, ladies. Currently watch The Mrs. and Mistress. It's a nice movie that our men and ladies should learn from. We'll rate it a 9/10. Happy birthday to Amanda Dara.
Thank you. I'm saying thank you on our behalf.
Oluwaranti Jimo says, marriage, not dating, 1-16. It's a Korean movie, so interesting. Kianyo Ojo says Squid Game 10/10.
And then I have Samson Adewale Olumori, who says, recently watched Jungle Cruise by Dwayne Johnson. Would rate it 9/10. Very nice movie. Love adventure movies. Elizabeth Tokwase says, good afternoon, beautiful E-Splash gang. Oh, I'm currently watching E-Splash on TVC. And again, best cheerleader segment ever. I wish the clip is posted. And happy birthday, Mandy.
Oh.
Thank you. Hashtag E-Splash on TVC.
Okay, Oluwaranti Jimo here says, married, not dating, 1-16. It's a Korean movie, so interesting. We've got, who here again?
Alexandra Jerome Marcus says, watching C, and I'll rate it 10/10. So I like when people have conversations on the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yes.
So
The replies.
Omoyemi Rashid says, unfortunately, the season 2 is not out yet. Then Alexandra Jerome now replies, season 2 is out, though. Shoaib Omoyemi Rashid now says, okay, I'll go for it. Thanks so much. So you see why this is necessary?
I like it indeed.
Then Omodu Sarah now says, yes, I've seen this movie. I'll rate it a 10/10, but I'm yet to watch the season 2.
Wow. Enoch is here. Enoch Beatrice says 21 date night. All right, do we have a caller here?
Yes, we do.
Esther.
Hi.
Esther, are you on the line?
Yes.
Hi, Esther. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Fine.
All right. So tell us about the movie or the series that you currently watched or you're currently watching.
Yes.
What movie or series are you seeing at the moment?
The movie I'm watching now is The Tomorrow War.
The Tomorrow War. What's it about?
I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay. Well, tell us what your movie is about.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, I don't think Esther can hear
All right,
us.
so Esther cannot hear us, so we'll move on.
Okay, so who else do we have? So I really like when people recommend these movies so that you can actually know what to see during the week, so that you're not just wasting internet and downloading things. Michael says, I'm watching Kate, 9/10.
And then it's actually always cool when other people that have seen the movies now tell you what to do and what not to do and what to expect.
Yeah. So somebody else too is saying 10/10 Squid Game. Okay.
I think that's all we have.
Saga.
Yes, I think
I was thinking that. I think that's all we
I
have.
haven't seen it. I don't know why I haven't seen it.
It's an interesting watch.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I keep saying I'll see it, but
you
it's like
joking?
every day new movies are coming out.
It's star-studded,
Well, you should
and
see
it is not like all those star-studded, you know.
Star-studded for just being
Yeah,
star-studded.
you're going to enjoy it. You're going to you have flavors, different flavors that you can pick from. You don't get
love the
Raz
different
one.
characters.
In fact,
Raz, I want your
awful.
bully. No.
There's Raz characters. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, I think that is all
that's
we
all.
have today. Thank you for sharing with us, and that's all we can take on What Are You Watching. Make sure that you're always sending your messages, and then you also always rate your movie and tell us what your movie is about. All right, so we will be back to talk about the movies showing at the movies.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It is now time to check out some of the movies showing at the movies. So if you're planning on going to the cinemas this week, here are some movies you should consider. In Nollywood, Women and Lies. A wife and a cohort decide to pay her unfaithful husband back with the test of his own medicine and make him feel every bit of the hurt he made her felt. Actors include Bimbo Ademoye, Charles Okocha, Chris Okagwe, Ifeanyi Kalu, Jennifer Obodo, Janet Mbawike, Jessica Agu, David, and others.
My wife actually pays me for it.
Did you see? I saw Kane like he was chasing a dick. This one makes sense. Die. Customer, how much?
That makes sense.
See, whenever I see Bimbo Ademoye in the movie, I already know that number one, I'm going to watch it.
And you're going to
laugh. Do you understand? I'm going to watch it and I'm going to laugh. It's funny how she's not a comedian, but she just always finds a way to just make her roles funny.
I really love it. I love that everybody does not think that it should be comedians, you know, because, of course,
they're funny.
Because they're funny, but you can have a good sense of humor and people are loving it. And I think that she brings to the table is just wonderful. All right, in Hollywood, Dune, Paul Atreides, a brilliant and gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding, must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and his people. As malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, only those who can conquer their own fear will survive. Actors include Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, and others.
Come with me.
So,
there is no call we don't answer, and there is no faith we betray.
When I'm not watching horror movies, this is the type of movie that I like to see. Especially because my baby Jason Momoa is there, a.k.a. Aquaman, a.k.a. Khal Drogo of Game of Thrones, a.k.a. So this is my type of movie. I'm definitely good. What are we doing after this show?
I already plan to see the movie.
Not today.
Not today.
I already plan to see the movie this week because a friend of mine who knows I love movies like this and horror, he buzzed me yesterday and was like, have you seen Dune? You should watch it. It's your type of film. So I already plan to see it.
So should we sly honeypots today since she's not in
I don't even mind.
We'll plan
another time.
We'll go another day. All right, another movie that you should definitely check out if you are going to the cinemas this week is Ron's Gone Wrong. Barney is a socially awkward schoolboy who receives a robot named Ron, a walking, talking, digitally connected device that's supposed to be his best friend. Barney is excited to finally have his own robot until his new toy starts to hilariously malfunction, drawing the attention of a shady executive who wants to protect his company's stockpile at all costs. Actors include Jack Dylan Grazer, Zach Galifianakis, Ed Helms, Olivia Colman, Rob Delaney, Kylie Cantrell, Ricardo Hurtado, and others.
Imagine a device that is the fastest, most advanced. There's something wrong with it. It's not meant to do that.
I'm not meant to do that.
It's not meant to do that.
I mean, when your toy is malfunctioning and it's giving you some vibes that this was not planned,
this is
not
not
meant to do. Yes, it's not meant to do that.
Something that's supposed to be for fun, is it? Oh, I'm not meant to do that.
Yeah.
Even they repeat what they talk.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being a part of Splash today. It's been so wonderful, especially reading your suggestions of movies. Oh my God, it was everything. Thank you so much. All right, on behalf of these beautiful queens, Dala and Kati, my name is Honey Pot, and we will see you tomorrow.
Hey.